Afternoon baseball on MLB Network from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today we wrap up the homestand with the third of three between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. James Paxton gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Line drive, base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May powers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
And a dive, but he's back. In now, Blake Rutherford, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner's back. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Pitch outside. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chopper foul. Anderson leads off second with nobody out. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Ready now for the White Sox, Jose Abreu. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, and this is, you always want to try to strike first. I think if you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time. So they're off to a flying start in this one.
Into the box, Jimenez. he'll take a look at ball one. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. And this catches the outside corner, strike one. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Runners on first with one down. And that misses, 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ripped down the first base line. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Misses, ball two.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball three.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
The 3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball four.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk. And there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Now in the box, Michael Chavis, and the White Sox looking for more here in the game's opening frame. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Bases are loaded here, one man out. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 1-2. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. The 1-2. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Roy. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Jimenez at third. Flores over at second. Chavis is over at first with one away. Here's another 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. The 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. One run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Standing in, Jet Bandy, who represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's ball 1. He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Popped him up. Sano has room in foul territory. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward. And he swings on the first pitch as this is popped high into the air on the left side. Moustakas there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. And the White Sox are out in front, 4-0. Lucas Giolito will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in, Charlie Blackmon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
The next twin up, Byron Buxton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Changeup in for a strike.
0-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Here's Miguel Sano. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Blackman stands at first with 1 out. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins first baseman. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Ball's there and he is out. Good throw.
A lot of times if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out with the man at first. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Anderson. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
High in the air into shallow left center. Blackmon on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Now at the plate, Blake Rutherford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A called strike over the outside corner. Today's ball game provides the Twins with a chance to end the series on a really high note, of course. A win will complete the sweep.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jose Abreu.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Abreu. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup, because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox, but they hold a 4-0 lead. So stepping in, Chris Davis, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Eddie Rosario waits on deck. Ground ball foul down the left side. Another full count pitch on its way. Struck him out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Batting 7.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Stepping in now, number 15. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball that just misses inside. Two-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Stepping up now, McGuire, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Anderson is calling for it. And the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Downtown Minneapolis skyscrapers as we continue our coverage on MLB Network. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Jimenez, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Fouled off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a hot shot that'll be caught at first base. Definitely well hit, but the leadoff man's retired to start the 3rd. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these 2 teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low apparently. 1 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. The 2-0 is in there for strike one.
Count was 2-1.
Hey, 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Line drive to center field. Buxton is there. 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
In now, Michael Chavis. Popped high in the air. McGuire is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but they're in front 4-0. Set to get his day started, Royce Lewis. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie.
Stepping up to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And there's a base hit on the line. On his way to second is Blackmon. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Here's Byron Buxton now. And it's fouled away. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. A 1 pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time.
First baseman number 20.
Here's Miguel Sano. Threw a base on balls his first time up. First pitch on its way. Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding one. They trail here 4-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yohan Moncada, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Buxton. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jet Bandy, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. Four runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. The 1-1 home. To 1-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Paxton peers in. 0-1 on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Popped him up. McGuire shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the White Sox. They lead it 4-0. The third baseman Mike Moustakas now comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Mike Moustakas.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Up around the face. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter.
Now it would be the Minnesota DH, Chris Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0 delivery. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. The 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Now the 3-0 offering. And this is with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Riding in once again, number 15. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Davis at second. Rosario at first. 1 gone. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's the 3-0. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. Looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Tilson moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, McGuire. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Favorable call in there for a strike. Two down, runners at first and second. in there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Twins strand a pair. They're down 4-0. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Hit in the air to right field. Rosario is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Blake.
Ready for another shot now. Blake Rutherford. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Rosario. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Jose Abreu. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Paxton peers in. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2. Now a ball hit hard toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The relay. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box now, Jimenez. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. A man left for the White Sox, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Royce Lewis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Popped him up. Moncada stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Up next for Minnesota, left fielder.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Blackmon.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Two and 0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Fastball looked at for a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball three.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Tilson. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. On its way is pitch number 75. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. The pitch. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Flores is there for it, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Adalberto Mejia takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 49, Adalberto Mejia.
Up next for Chicago, Wilmer Flores. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Wilmer Flores.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out.
The batter, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Chavis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. And this is swung out and missed. So it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
The batter, number 10. Second baseman.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is looked at for a ball. It's 1-1 now to the White Sox second baseman. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Hard on the ground towards short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So good work on a 1 and 2 count to get on base.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. And another snap throw to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Moncada leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Just keeping him close. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. And he fouls this one off. A runner on first with 2 away. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. White Sox leave 1, but they're in front 4-0. Up next for Minnesota, Miguel Sano. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball. He gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
So striding forward now, Mike Moustakas, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Turned on down the line. And there's his first base hit in this one. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, they've been stymied so far in this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with 1 away now. And he misses with it. 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
So 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Number 15, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. Once again a 3-2. Right side. Spin throw gets him at first. A great play, but a run will come in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Ryan Williams gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 36, Ryan Williams.
Number 15 will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Moncada has a play, and that retires the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Digging in, Charlie Tilson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Blackman is under it. 1 down.
Number 7.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Anderson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Left fielder, Blake Rutherford.
Into the box now, Blake Rutherford. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. One 0 count. Here it is. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. The 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Blackmon's after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, but they lead it 4-1. Leading off the inning, McGuire, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all four quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
He's set, and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Here's Byron Buxton now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The White Sox lead this one 4-2. Digging in now, Jose Abreu. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Jose Abreu.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. The Twins entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Now the payoff pitch home. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Jimenez.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2
is looked at, and the count moves full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So striding in, Michael Chavis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. The ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A man left for the White Sox as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Greg Holland will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Greg Holland.
Now at the plate, Miguel Sano. A hit in 2 tries so far.
First baseman, Miguel Sano.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Full count. 3-2.
This is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. From the stretch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
The 1-0 home. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sano, the runner at third with no outs. Three and 1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. To first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it. A run is across the score, but they are able to get the first down.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Here's Chris Davis now. Base is empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So digging in now, Eddie Rosario. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. 1 out, 1 on, and a 1-run game. Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Bouncer to the left side. Backhanded. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
The 2-0 on the way is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-0 pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Now batting, center fielder, Charlie Tilson.
Stepping in, Charlie Tilson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Runners on the move for second. Now a swing and little pop up here right behind home plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
In now, Blake Rutherford as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Bendy rounds the corner and is headed home. And the second run will score as they open things up a bit now, 6-3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel
good. Into the box now, Jose Abreu. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
And this is fouled at the plate. Rutherford stands at second with 2 gone. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Payoff pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the White Sox 6 and the Twins 3. Number 18 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 18.
Ready for another chance. Number 15 is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
A ball and no strikes. Not close. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Gets it to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Jimenez is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
77.
Digging in, McGuire. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Standing in, Royce Lewis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. Tilson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Charlie Blackmon. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Swing and a miss. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the White Sox will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-3 the final score today. Chicago put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Lucas Giolito takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Number 18 records the save, his 6th. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.